Brazil is known worldwide for its vast lands and ideal coffee-growing climate, producing high-quality coffee. The coffee industry in Brazil has a long history, with planting techniques continuously improving and developing. Among the numerous coffee farms scattered across the country, one farm stands out. The largest and most famous farm in Brazil, the Santa Inês Farm. This farm is not only a pride of Brazil, but also a leader in the global coffee market. Located in the heart of Minas Gerais, Santa Inês Farm leads us deep into the world of coffee production, from the meticulous planting process to the complex harvesting and processing, and finally to export. This visit to the Santa Inês Farm unveils the long journey of a coffee bean. We will follow this small coffee bean and see how it grows from a seed into the coffee we drink every morning. Behind every cup of coffee, there is an unknown dedication and passion, with a great deal of effort and time put in. Every step of the process at the Santa Inês Farm, from planting, harvesting, and processing, to the final roasting and packaging, showcases the farmer's strict requirements for quality and detail. Our journey begins in the fertile lands of the Santa Inês Farm, where the trees are lush and coffee trees are carefully cultivated. The rich soil of Minas Gerais, combined with perfect sunlight and rainfall, creates an ideal environment for coffee cultivation. This unique climate is what makes this region one of the top coffee-producing areas in the world. The farm's agronomists carefully select and cultivate Arabica coffee trees, known worldwide for their excellent flavor and aroma. The growing environment of the coffee trees is meticulously controlled to ensure they thrive under the best possible conditions, yielding the best harvest. These coffee trees are given ample space to grow, allowing their roots to expand and absorb the rich nutrients in the soil. At the farm, the trees are regularly pruned to ensure optimal growth and productivity. These prunings not only remove excess branches, but also help the plants focus on producing high-quality coffee fruits. The birth of each coffee bean relies on these careful management and attention. Additionally, the farm practices sustainable farming methods, using compost and natural pest control to maintain the health of both the plants and the environment. This green approach not only takes care of the environment, but also ensures the quality of the coffee beans produced. From May to September, it is the busy and anticipated harvest season at the Santa Inês Farm. During this time, the farm workers are busy in the fields, carefully selecting every ripe coffee fruit. This season is crucial because the coffee fruits reach their peak ripeness, and the timing of the harvest directly influences the flavor of the coffee. The timing of the harvest is vital, as only when the fruits are picked at the right moment can the flavor and quality of the coffee reach their top potential. The ripeness of the fruit directly impacts the taste of the coffee beans, so the precision of the picking is crucial. The coffee fruits are harvested by experienced workers who use skilled hands and precision. They carefully pick the ripest fruits while leaving behind those that are not yet mature, waiting for the next round of picking. This hand-picking method, though very time-consuming and labor-intensive, ensures the highest quality for each coffee fruit. In this process, the workers' careful selection and effort directly influence the final quality of the coffee beans. Hand-picking not only preserves the best flavor of the coffee, but also improves the farm's overall production quality. In addition to hand-picking, modern coffee harvesting technologies are also employed at the farm. Today, the Santa Inês Farm utilizes advanced machinery that uses vibration and sensing technology to precisely harvest the mature fruits. The use of these machines not only increases harvesting efficiency and output, but also reduces waste and loss. Furthermore, these modern harvesting machines are particularly well suited to the mountainous terrain of coffee cultivation, reducing reliance on labor while increasing production efficiency and sustainability. Once the coffee fruits are harvested, they are swiftly transported to the farm's processing facilities. Here, the fruits undergo multiple processing stages before becoming the coffee beans we are familiar with. The first step is depulping, where the outer skin of the coffee fruit is removed, exposing the beans inside. After depulping, the coffee beans enter the fermentation stage, a crucial process for enhancing the flavor of the coffee. Fermentation not only helps remove any residual substances from the beans, but also intensifies the coffee's taste and aroma. After fermentation, the coffee beans are washed to remove any remaining mucilage. They are then spread out to dry, a process that is strictly controlled. The management of the Santa Ynez farm closely monitors the drying process to ensure the beans dry evenly and avoid mold growth. The drying process can last several days or even weeks, depending on the weather conditions. During this time, the moisture in the coffee beans gradually evaporates until they reach the ideal moisture content for hulling. Once dried, the coffee beans go through a hulling process, where the outer parchment is removed, leaving the green coffee beans. At this stage, the coffee beans are ready for the next stage of processing. The beans are then graded according to size and quality, ensuring that only the finest beans proceed to the roasting phase. Roasting is one of the most critical steps in the coffee making process, as it directly influences the final flavor of the coffee. The Santa Ynez farm takes great pride in its roasting process, with experienced roasters carefully roasting each coffee bean to fully bring out its unique flavors. Roasting is both an art and a science. The roasters control the temperature and time precisely to achieve the desired roast level. Depending on the roasting level, the flavor and aroma of the coffee will vary. Light, medium, and dark roasts each offer distinct flavors, catering to different consumer preferences. Once the coffee beans are roasted, they are cooled and packaged, ready for sale. Each bag of coffee beans is carefully packaged to ensure they remain fresh and flavorful during transport. Finally, these coffee beans are exported to markets worldwide, making their way into the hands of global consumers. The Santa Ynez farm has developed a robust supply chain to ensure that the coffee reaches consumers in its best possible condition. Every step of the farm's process is rigorously controlled to ensure that every coffee bean showcases its best flavor. Brazilian coffee, especially from Minas Gerais, is highly sought after on the international market for its unique taste and high quality. In 2023, Brazil exported over 40 million bags of coffee, generating more than $6 billion in revenue, a 10% increase from the previous year. In markets such as the United States, Europe, and Asia, demand for Brazilian coffee is particularly strong. As global demand for high-quality coffee continues to rise, the Santa Ynez farm is constantly improving and innovating its production processes to ensure its coffee remains at the forefront of the market. Visiting the Santa Ynez farm is not just about learning the technical details of coffee production. It's an immersive experience. Visitors can walk through the entire coffee production process, from the fields to the processing facilities, experience picking coffee fruits, observe processing methods, and even try their hand at roasting. The farm also has a visitor center and tasting rooms, where guests can sample various coffee blends and single-origin coffees, experiencing the subtle differences between roasting styles. Whether you're a coffee enthusiast or curious about the journey of the coffee bean, a visit to the Santa Ynez farm will be a rich and unforgettable experience. Here, you can fully understand the coffee production process, from the fertile soils of Minas Gerais, where the coffee trees are carefully cultivated, to the meticulous harvesting, processing, and roasting techniques. Every step reflects the farm's commitment to quality and sustainability.